Hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight on this Thirsty Thursday? Thank you for joining me for another Thirsty Thursday. I'm Keita King, and I am the creator of Southern Comfort Podcast, and I'm excited that you're here. I'm also excited about the fact that we continue to grow. And tonight is going to be extremely special because we have a special guest. But before I get to that, make sure if you have not already, you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and that is Southern Comfort Podcast. That's Southern Comfort with a K, of course, for Keita King. Okay, and podcast. And you can find us. We're also on Instagram and on Facebook. So I hope you guys are doing good. I don't know if you are in like the East Texas or the Texas area. It's supposed to get cold tomorrow. Like with no warning, it's supposed to get cold. I think it's gonna be cold the entire weekend. So make sure you bundle up. Don't come out dressed like this because it may not work out so well for you. In any event, guys. Okay, so tonight I'm waiting on her to come back into the studio. I'm so excited about tonight because out of every the artists and of course this show is music based, just so you know. However, we don't just keep it strictly music. If it's anything that is like great in the South and that we love and claim for our own in the South, then that's what we rock with. So I'm extremely excited about tonight because this is the first guest I've actually had on the show that had absolutely nothing to do with music. She's not from Texas. She's from Mississippi. I cannot remember exactly where, but I'll let her tell you all that when she comes back into the broadcasting studio. She is the first Black female Western boot store owner. And for me, when I saw that, I actually discovered her on TikTok. And I was like, is this real? So, of course, you know, I had to do my research. And I'm like so excited to talk to her. So much so that when we talk and we start having like deep conversations, I'm like, nope, stop. We're going to save this for the podcast. So hopefully she'll come in here in a minute. Let me see where she is. Oh, there she is. Hold on.
Hey.
Girl, I couldn't see you. I was like, hopefully she'll come in here. Okay, so long story short, my dog bit through another cord, so I'm actually using my phone tonight. And yeah, so it's different from using the computer. Nonetheless, guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Miss Genia Smith, MCD Boots.
Yes.
What does MCD stand for?
It originally stems from a previous business I had with my sisters, which is My Cherry Dolls. If you see it on Facebook, you'll see My Cherry Dolls, and I just abbreviated when I incorporated the boots with it.
Okay, so before we go any further, I'm looking my lighting. I know my lighting is not the greatest, but you may have some candlelight, like some romance or something going on. I just want to make sure I'm not interrupted.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's just the lighting is so bad in here. You know, these hotels only give you 3 or 4 different lights to work with in one room.
Right.
Which is crazy to me, because I'm out in New Orleans at the time for a business trip. So
you in the know, so you go eat some good food.
Oh, I have. Lord, I done stuffed myself. Yeah.
Listen, that's just what you do. That's what you have to do when you go.
Yes, you can't go to no block on this strip and not get a good restaurant.
At least some beans and rice, something great.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's dive straight into it. I know you're from Mississippi. I know that you are an entrepreneur just by heart. It sounds like to me. This is what you do. This is what you've been doing. And now, where in Mississippi are you from?
I'm originally from Raymond, but the actual storefront is in Byron, Mississippi, which is off of I-55.
Okay,
are you familiar with Byron?
Huh?
Are you familiar with Byron?
Girl, no. I just said okay. Like I have no.
That's why I asked him. Like you familiar with the area, but if you you're in Texas, right?
Yes.
So if you're coming from Texas, from like Houston way, you're gonna come I-55. And once you get into Mississippi and you pass Crystal Springs and Terry, that next exit is gonna be Byram.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I,
Anytime that you in Mississippi, you make sure you drop through.
oh, I absolutely will, honey. Say less. You can
Yes.
threaten me with a good time. So walk me through how you went from selling out of your trunk to
Mm-hmm.
being a trendsetter, the first
Okay.
Black female boots Western boot store owner.
Yes. So really this path started back when I was a little child. Like I said, I always had entrepreneur in me. Started from um, selling lemonade, the normal business that any child would start, to selling out of a catalog, this company that was Olympia when I was in the fourth grade. To me, that
Oh,
company
you was doing this in
closed.
fourth grade.
Yes. Until got in middle school, start buying candy from the local 98-cent store, making little bags and selling it at school.
You
To
was flipping it. Let me find
yes,
out.
I didn't even know nothing about marketing and none of that stuff about it, flipping and all that, until I
Yeah.
actually sat there and thought about, like, God, I was back doing business plans and didn't even know it through the stuff that I was already doing when I was younger. But then got to high school, and high school I worked. That's when I started a job. And then from there, um, me and my sisters in 2010 started a clothing business and hometown business. So you'll think everybody come and support you. We was a actually the first black boutique in Raymond. Yes, we
Okay.
to be honest, we kind of set that trend where we just started seeing after we started ours, and that's not to boast or brag, but it wasn't boutiques like that back in 2010, and
Somebody
especially
has to
not.
start it.
Yeah, and so when we started, it was like every chance you see somebody was popping up a new one, but we didn't get the support that we thought we was gonna get. And so with you got three sisters that all working full-time job, it didn't work out like we wanted to. So everybody kind of went their separate ways. Well, me, because I still have the entrepreneurship in me, I still continued selling, but I was popping the trunk then. Because I was like, I'm not finna get a storefront until
Right.
I feel like I got enough client base up to do that. Well,
Mm-hmm.
the opportunity came up where I got a building. Um, I was doing fairly well at the beginning, and then as time went on, because the demand was higher than I had anticipated, I needed to hire somebody. Well, I wasn't making enough to hire nobody at the time, so I ended up closing that business, and I went back to doing online. And so from there, I felt like I really was kind of burnt out of clothes, and because I had did it for so long. And when my niece started her business, we actually went to a trade show, and I just started doing my research as far as boots, and I was like, well, I
And
know
there's
me
a
getting.
connection with you and your dad, right? I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, because my dad has always wore cowboy boots. Like, he do not like tennis shoes. So that has always been a when I started this, that was like my connection back to home. And looking at my father had been battling cancer, so it was like I got something that I know I can make my daddy proud with, and that he
Right.
can actually test it and say, "Okay, that's some good boots. No, don't use them boots." So he was a very big instrument in me even starting this and taking it to another level. And especially men have always asked me, when you gonna get some for men? I want to support you, but I never was interested in men clothes because to me, men clothes cost too much, and I wasn't ready to put
Right.
the type of investment in it, and especially something that I didn't feel passionate about. So when it came to the boots, it's like I know that men gonna spend money when it comes to shoes and especially boots, because boots is something that you can have for years to come. This ain't some you like your regular tennis shoes you put off up in the corner. Boots
Right.
are a staple of your fashion, and it's like if you got some bad boots on, your outfit really don't have to be so flamboyant because the boots gonna stand out and make that outfit look good.
Right. And the thing too about boots is you can go get the sole replaced and
Yes,
still have
and
some badass
recreate
boots.
them, because I'm actually looking into bedazzling some of my boots to start a whole nother collection for my women that like all that bedazzle and all that, because I love like rock revival pants because of the stone. I like flashy. So that's the next thing that's coming for my boot line, is to have more detailing with rhinestones and all that on them.
Okay, okay. And just to make sure that we're clear, she has both men and female boots.
And I have children, and I have hats and wallets to match the boots.
Okay, okay. You know what? I
Yes.
think I did see you had like a black some kind of wallet I saw. I think on your website, and I was like, that's nice.
Hmm.
That's really nice.
Yes,
Okay,
we have croc, we have stingray, just plain leather, all types of detailing in whether it be the short wallet or the long one. Because I don't know if some people still do checkbooks, but I have those type of wallets.
I, I
What
promise you, somebody out there still doing checkbooks, and somebody's probably still got MySpace or something,
okay.
or they track. Like, anyways, okay. So once you decided, okay, boots is it. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm rocking with. It makes sense. It's lucrative. What were your biggest challenges in? You know how I don't know how big your town is. How big is your town?
Ooh, I don't know.
Is it
It's
over a
really
hundred
not
thousand?
that big. Yeah.
But my thing is when you decide, when people see you transition from thing to thing to thing,
Mm-hmm.
they tend to think, oh well, here she go.
They
Here's
probably did say that about me, but but I'm gonna tell you something about Gina, and my family is quick to
come
say
on,
that
Gina.
Gina don't care what nobody think. If you're gonna support me, you're gonna support me. If you don't, I don't. I got out of that mode of feeling like I've got to prove something to people that I know, because the people that I know is 9 times out of 10 not supporting me anyway, because it's like a stigma to feel like, oh, I'm not finna make her pockets bigger than mine. So
Yeah,
people that know you tend not to support you, like people like when I did that TikTok, when I say I have shipped to so many different states that it's been unreal. And
yeah,
that's what I wanted. I don't look for my town for their support, not even my classmate, because I don't really post to Facebook like I used to,
yeah.
because I know it's a sense of people feel like, there she go with this, or I'm not gonna keep on investing in her and this and that, even though I invest in most of the people in my hometown. If you selling something, whether I buy it, I promote it, because it's my thing. You don't have to physically buy from me to support me. If you like, share, or comment, I'm good. You didn't support me. I know you
Yep,
rocking with me.
yep. That part.
And
That
that's
part
the
right
way
there.
I feel when I look at people's stuff. I'm not going, your things may not be my cup of tea, but I may have somebody else. I have a lot of different followers that have bought things from people that I post just based up on my reputation with them, in my credentials that I have built up, letting people know I'm not gonna sell you no mess. I stand
Right.
on customer service. I stand on quality. What you see is what you get. I'm one of the most humble people you can come across. If I see you, I'm gonna speak to you. It's not like I only write on your stuff on Facebook. If I see you out in person, whether I don't know you from a can of paint, if I see you and I know you one of my Facebook friends, hey, how you doing? and I'm gonna keep moving. I don't have to just stand there and be all in your face, but you acknowledge people to let them know
Right.
you're not funny acting if they see you out in person versus
And that's
you only see me on social media.
and that's always important. I feel like whether or not you have the time to lend to have a whole full blown conversation, which
Mm-hmm.
I will be the one in the corner having the conversation, needing to be somewhere else. But like regardless, you let people know that you are approachable. And
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, your face is like that's your brand. So when
Exactly.
people see you out, that they expect to see that in your promos. They expect to see that on your social media. You know what I'm saying? They expect to see that same person, and that was one of the things when in radio, I I was always me.
Yeah.
Always, what you see is what you get. I don't
Exactly.
know what it's
That's
gonna look
that's what I
like.
stand by.
Yeah, what you see is what you get. Okay, so transitioning from going to clothes and then to boots, and like in radio, that's a very male dominated industry.
Mm.
What opposition, if any, did you meet when doing that in regard to just being a female, a black female? Because
Well,
I
as
know.
far as I'm gonna say, as far as getting in the industry, was not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. The
Okay.
challenge comes in with your supporters.
Okay.
And like I said, that TikTok video, because I've been doing it, it's about to be 2 years. But because when I first came out, people was back and forth. I would go to blues shows, set up, get sales and this and that. Then it started getting slow. And it was like I
What
started
time of
doubting
year was this?
myself.
Was this like around 2020, 20?
Um, I started in 2021,
Okay.
and
Okay.
things progressed real fast up until maybe around, I would say, after income tax of 20 of this year. It was starting to get slow, so it was like, God, I don't know if I'm supposed to keep on going with this. What is the plan? So I can't remember when I did that TikTok, because I have people, some months I have a couple of sales. It wasn't a steady flow.
Right.
But it was like when I did that TikTok, and it's still getting traction, like people still come in on it like I had just did it yesterday. But
I literally had
like,
it pulled up on my computer
mm-hmm.
because I wanted to play that. That was the video I was talking about. I was like, I have to play
Yeah,
this
that you
video,
was trying to get on there.
but I don't know how to do that on my phone. Like, so
I
I
understand,
don't know.
but
Anyways, but I'll figure out how to share. But no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Go ahead.
once I put that on there, and like I said, I didn't even think of what I had put on there and the impact it was gonna make until after. It was like I kept getting ding, 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 and my husband was like, "Why is your phone dinging all through the night?" That first night that I posted, my phone, for that next 3 days, my phone would constantly just TikTok messages, people asking where can they buy them from. And for it, my followers had went up, because I literally, follower um count was 200 and something, and now it's 12,000.9.
Girl, I know because I saw it. Like, yeah, yeah. So that speaks to the power of social media, or at least TikTok. But it
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean that how some people like blow up just because of TikTok, or you see these restaurants who are they're kind of doing their reviews, and you go there and you're like, I've seen your boots. I've seen the lacing in your boots. Like, what makes you what? How do you decide? Well, I know your dad helps you, but how do you decide? Oh, this is the boot for a man. Oh, this right here is a boot for. Well, we kind of know what we want, but like, how do you determine? Like, because I wouldn't know what the hell to buy. I wouldn't know what the hell to make or order?
A lot of it has been trial and error, because
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you how some of them trial and error. Like, I have some elephant leather boots that I have to get them out of there, so I know that wasn't a good pick.
I saw those boots. I saw those boots.
And my daddy was being funny. It's really not Black people style. That is more on a Mexican style. I said, well, then I might have a Mexican man come through there. He gonna say,
Right?
Genia, most of your clientele is not Mexican. I said, well, Daddy, I thought that if I reduce the price, they're gonna get on. He said, baby, I'm gonna tell you, you may have to just go and get him away. He was so serious when he said, and I was like, that is not the right answer, Daddy.
Oh shoot. I did see those
He said, well,
boots.
maybe just take them back for a little while and then allow people to get reintroduced to them at Christmas. So maybe some of them women are first time buyer boots. They'll be like, well, let me try these out for my husband. I said, well, you may be on to something. I might make you my marketing assistant. But
hire him. Hire him.
yes,
Y'all, let's go.
but a lot of my decisions were based upon seeing what my daddy wear, and my husband is out now. He used to be a city man. Now he's a country man, because we have a goat and horse, and yes, and a yard full of dogs. So he would tell me the ones he would wear and that he liked, and who he have seen were some similar to it. So he's the biggest instrument of knowing which ones to pick, and the ones that wasn't selling was ones that I picked. And they said, you should have asked me first. And I was like, well, I thought this would be something that they made, because it was something different. So
yeah, but
different ain't always a seller.
Our idea of different and their idea of, or better yet, our idea of fashion,
yes,
and their idea of fashion is totally different. So you know how that goes. But so basically, that's kind of where you did your research, like with the people, the men in your life that are pivotal, and
and I would tell anybody, you want the opinion of somebody that would wear it, because if you just base it up on your fashion, you're not going to be prosperous for the future. You may start off that way, because I had to learn that even when I was buying clothes. Some of the things that I would wear, everybody don't wear it. And then take for instance, I had a lot of women that went to the club a lot. So stuff that I wouldn't put on, they like, girl, that's hot. I like that. And I'm like,
yeah,
yes, baby. It was like, they was like, no, that's what we want. It was like, the skimpier it was, the quicker it sold. So, you have to get out of self mode and think on the level of who is your audience and who you targeting. And so that's been my biggest thing of making sure that I take care of my customers of what their needs is, and not based upon my needs.
Okay. So regarding, again, being in a male dominated industry, did you ever meet opposition where it was, I don't know, you go to conferences, I'm sure. I know you're out right now on business. Did you ever feel like you were ever dismissed?
No.
Good.
And I'm a really be honest, when it comes to skin do play a part in that, and I'm gonna tell you how I know. Because where if we went to a conference and here I am, the light one, and if I have somebody else with me and they're darker, they're gonna come over to me first, and they would see, how can I help you in this and that. So yeah, that would be to me the only stigma in that situation. They don't more so care about the gender part. And to
Okay.
be honest, after they seen the other person, had the money, it was like, okay, I'm gonna give you that same service, because really it's really based upon who got the money, because you could come up in there sharp as a pen, but if you don't have that money, that entry money to buy that in box, they ain't finna let you get in.
So roughly, how expensive? If I wanted to walk through the door, I'm a new boot owner. If I wanted to walk through the door and be a part of what's going on, and be taken seriously, what do I need to walk in there with?
Depending on your vendor, because everybody don't have that same minimum that you have to have. But if you want quality, you need to have at least 10 stacks to be taken serious.
Okay. Well, you know what? I won't be coming. Um, I'll catch y'all next year. But I say that and we laugh, but it's important for people to understand too that
This
if
ain't
you have a
so quick
vision,
over
it's gonna cost you
overnight.
something,
Yes,
and it's not
yes.
always just money. Well, it's gonna cost you some money, but it's money, it's time. Regardless, at the end of the day, it's an investment. And
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 I
they want to make sure that you serious, because this is the thing. When they open up that door to you, this is not where a fly by night. They want somebody that's gonna be a long time customer and that serious about what they doing. So the stifling is gonna be higher, and it goes back to it being a male predominant industry
right.
where these men have no problem with dropping that type of money. That's pennies in a bucket for them, because they got other businesses that they're already have money invested in. This just something,
That
that
they
they
do.
add into it. Yeah.
Mhm.
And for somebody coming in there new, it's like you got to prove yourself.
Mhm. I get it. I get it. So typically when you go, you go with an assistant, just somebody to kind of be there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta seem like you got an entourage.
Yeah. Like they were me, y'all let them in.
Yeah.
Let 'em in. Oh gosh. Okay. So um I was asked by a friend, like, how do you have a particular size that you have? Like, for instance, do you have like different sizes, like what do you call them? I want to call them unordinary, but like the
Talking
sizes.
about as far as getting customized size. Cause
Well,
see, the
I
women
don't know, but
boots,
I just know that, you know, some places don't carry wide. Some
yeah, and
some places don't. I think
matter
it
of
was a
fact, I get
13
that a
PE.
lot.
If that means anything to you.
I know what you're saying, because I have a lot of people asking, do I particularly sell wide? Our boots are not specified by that. What I always tell people, if you have wide feet, you always want to stick to square toe. If you have wide feet, pointy is not going to be your best friend. Because for one, you're going to have to get a longer boot, because the point of them is going to be sharp. So you're going to have your little pinky toe squealing if you got wide feet and you trying to get the exact size that you would normally wear in a tennis shoe. So I always tell people, if you have wide feet, or even women with big calves, you want to stick with the square toe, because square toe usually have more stretch in them. Plus they're going to be flat out like this, like
Hmm.
box. And matter of fact, do I have my boots? Hold on just a moment.
Okay. Okay.
Because
I
I want to
I
make
think
sure
the ones.
you got a visual of it, and how Okay.
Okay.
See, when you got the
Lift it up just a little bit.
okay, okay.
Okay. There you
When
go.
you
Okay.
got that, let me see which side I'm supposed to be on. This side. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So when you got this so skinny right here, it's gonna you see how skinny that is, how it go in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna hurt that little pinky toe. If you trying to have wide feet, see mine's kind of narrow, so it doesn't bother my feet to be in pointed toe. But if you got wide feet, square toe is gonna be your best bet.
So if you don't have it in stock though, like if it was a random size, if you don't have it in stock, can you order it?
It depends. I would have to check with my manufacturer and see
Okay.
what it's in, because I've had a lot of them that have been discontinued because they won't be making them anymore, and especially like the ones that Sunflower one.
Oh
Girl,
yeah, yeah,
I
that's
had I had over 100 people trying to get that boot, but my manufacturer discontinued that style, and so I couldn't get that one for them. But yeah, we don't whatever's in stock, and I say that because our women go from size 5 up to a 10, and I've been working to try to get 11 and 12, but that's the biggest I have right now is 10
mm-hmm.
for the women
Okay.
and a size 13 for the men.
Okay. Okay. Um, all right. So do you are you planning on having a new session, a new season coming in?
Yes, we're bringing in the winter ones are coming in. I just once I come back from these two conferences I have with my job, I'll be adding new inventory to the site.
Okay. All right. So tell the people where they can find you, all your social media platforms, your website, all that good stuff.
Yes, so you can find MCD Boots. Our website is www.mycherrydolls.com. We're actually My Cherry Dolls LLC on Facebook. I do have a YouTube channel, Life with Gina Lee. It kind of covers all the crazy stuff that I have in between. And we do have an Instagram, MCD Boots, and my personal one, which is My Cherry Dolls, and some of the boots are on there as well.
Okay. Let's get to these comments real quick, and then we're gonna plead the fifth.
Okay.
And then we're gonna, yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna get out of here. Hey, Miss Sharon Hankins, can you see that on your end?
Yes.
Okay. Looks like she tagged someone else in. Hey, thank you for joining us tonight. Uh, hey, G Mama. That's my godmama right there. Risk
Hey.
to do too much. Hey, yes, I know. I know you were looking forward to this one. Well, here we are. Here we
Yes,
are.
yes.
You
Check
about
me
to open
out.
this?
MCD Boots.
He
Yes.
has a question. Can she show some of her boots? Oh, well, she's not at home. She's at
Yes.
a hotel. So she just showed a pair, but those were ladies' boots. So
Yes, those were ladies. But you can see all of them on the website, or either some of them are scattered across my social media pages.
I'm so sorry for laughing, but I just saw this fool right here. Quay. She does not need a
If
male
you are in
model.
Mississippi, make sure you come to the store. I'll make you a model.
Don't tell him that. He will be there. Oh, Keita, I miss you. I don't know who it is because it's not showing me. But if you miss me, I bet I miss you too. Let's see. And thank you for joining tonight. No, for real, that part shared. Oh, Marima, she joined us. Love tuning into this channel and learning about things I had no idea about. Keep on rising. Oh, I love her. She's
That's
from New
sweet.
York. She's a friend of mine. So she's probably getting a crash course on Southern living with me.
Yes.
We spend every day. So she's probably like knowing more than she
She
ever
gonna have
thought
to
she.
come down here and go to one of the trail rides then.
We gotta take her slow now. No, hold
Oh,
on
we
now.
can't take her too fast. We can't take her too fast.
We can't take it too fast.
Yeah, she need to come on and go to a blues show.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so thank you guys. I won't get to them all, but I'll make sure I share them with you. Let's go ahead and get to the plead the fifth and get up out of here.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the thing. Plead the fifth. The good thing about plead the fifth is you don't have to answer. You can plead the fifth. And once you actually plead the fifth, then I'll stop asking questions.
Mm.
I probably should have kept that part to myself and not told you until. Okay, so here we go. All right, so you specialize in boots, right? Okay, so I'm sure you've heard that song "With My Boots On" by Big Yayo and Omar Cunningham.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you ever did anything strange in your boots?
No, because by the time I get back to that house, I'm ready to take them boots off. So I ain't kept them on.
Okay. I always wondered, like, what is that? How does it work? But anyways, whatever.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people have canceled R. Kelly, and it's been a battle for a lot of people. Are you still an R. Kelly fan?
I'm really on the fence with that. And I say I'm on the fence because of me knowing his background and what happened to him with his sister. So
Right.
I hold him accountable for the things that he did to them young ladies, but at the same time, we still have to hold his sister accountable for the things that she did to him to cause him to be like that. So I'm like on the fence with that. I love his music, just don't support the things that he's done to other people. But it puts you in the mind frame of generational curse. Once somebody else do it to you, you typically gonna end up doing it to somebody else, whether you try to stop it or whatever the case may be. So I
Yeah.
can't fully hold him responsible looking at he was exposed to that without him wanting to be exposed to that.
Typically, those who've been perked on, they perk. I feel like we should have spent some of those dollars on therapy for him, but you know, it is what it is. And you know, I battle same with you. I
Yeah.
battle.
And we're not holding everybody accountable. That's the thing, because even with those young ladies, why the mamas wasn't held accountable? You let your daughter be around him, and then it's like for the newer ones, you heard the stories before and you still allow them. So I feel like y'all did that for a monetary gain as well. So let's not just shoot the messenger. We got to take out the whole crew too, if that's the case.
Yeah, so they should be doing time with him if we're gonna do time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next question is, okay, so you know it's the holiday season. We're up on the brink of Thanksgiving, and then you know, followed by Christmas. Who in your family, you got to tell their name. Who in your family can absolutely not bring the potato salad this year? Who?
Who? See, we don't eat potato salad. Can we pick something else?
Dressing.
Dressing.
Who can't bring the dressing?
I can't bring the dressing because I can't cook it. I throw myself under the bus because that is not my strong point.
Mine either. I can follow instructions, but
I'll bring the ingredients.
That's just you know where you're strong at, you know where you're not. I capitalize on my strengths and forego my weaknesses. Okay, so here's the next question. You and your husband, y'all in a whole Bonnie and Clyde type situation. Who's the shooter? You or your husband?
Oh, definitely him.
Okay.
Definitely him. I try to do damage control. He said it's very rare that I get out of character. But when I get out of character, I don't know when to stop. But I think
bad. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh Lord, my son is too. Y'all scare me because y'all too cool and calm. And
so when they do hit us, it's no off button. Like I see black. So I try not to get upset.
See, I'm a Gemini. If
that's what my husband is. My husband's a Gemini. Yes.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Oh, Jesus.
We're gonna do what we're gonna do. And
Y'all
whatever
have
it
10
is,
million personalities. I swear to God.
just five. Just five.
Just fine.
Okay. So next question. What Southern soul or blues artist would you like to have as your as Quade said, model or poster child for your boots? Who would you pick? And you could choose anybody. I don't want to go too mainstream. Let's keep it to soul and Southern soul. Who would you choose to
You
be
already
your?
know, and you didn't interview them.
Okay, who was it?
Calvin Richardson.
Let me
Because,
guess. Hold on.
baby,
Let me guess. Calvin.
yep.
Okay. So
Because he
Calvin
got
Richardson
an
is
immaculate
one.
style. Matter of fact, I got a picture with him. He did a show in Greenville about 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
I got a picture with him because my old employer had booked him to do a show in Greenville.
Okay. Well, Calvin, you're gonna have to model some boots. Look,
Yes,
MCD boots.
yes, yes. Come on
Well,
through. I promise you, we're gonna make sure it match one of them suits.
right? Because he got several. Well, you know what? I honestly, I didn't get you to plead the fifth.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I'm a real open, pretty much an open book. It's nothing that I really don't mind discussing.
Yeah. All
It
right.
is what
Well,
it is.
listen here.
You already said Virgos are very cool, calm, collect people.
Yes. Yeah. No offense, but I always say weirdo. Like,
But what's so crazy is my dad is a Virgo too, but I feel like me and him are the opposite. My sister say me and Virgo are different from women Virgos.
same with Geminis. I mean, I think we all well a little, but like men Geminis are like, yeah, they a lot of extra. They are a lot of extra.
Very extra.
Wait a minute. Okay, so Jeter's here. Jeter said, "Come." Hey, Jeter. Tell Jeter hi. Oh, let's see if you can see that. Oh, you can. Yeah, you can.
Hey,
He's here. Twinkle, twinkle. I love it. Okay. And then Renee Green said, "Good answer about R. Kelly. I'm with you on that."
yes, you can't, because you really can't take away his talent when it comes to
No,
music. Like, even with
we
him
didn't
not
give
having
him
the
that talent. We
education,
can't take that talent away. We didn't give
no.
him. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is.
And let's be fair about the situation. And it's not to cover what he did based upon somebody else, but if we're gonna do accountability, we need to hold everybody, that
Accountable.
played a part accountable. And not just, with his situation. There's plenty of artists out here that did way worse to me, and nobody's addressing them.
Right. Yeah. You know how it goes,
Yes,
especially when there's monetary gain. I hate to
yes.
say that, and I'm not excusing by any stretch of the imagination anything that he did, but I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like it could have been handled a little differently because the man needs therapy, and then y'all send him out to jail. If you feel like he can't function back into society as he should as a normal person, but he's never been a normal person. So
Exactly.
it's kind of rough. But anyways, okay, so let's get out of here. One more time, tell them where they can find you, and anybody you want to shout out, any people who are on right now who are supporting you, and they're supporting you and they riding for you.
Yeah, so anybody that has supported MCD and what it stands for, I really appreciate all the love and support that we have received, all the comments from TikTok to Facebook. It really warms my heart to hear people comments and their acceptance when it comes to what I'm trying to bring to the table and open up those barriers where typically you wouldn't see not just a black person but a woman, and especially in this industry where it's unheard of that woman want to do boots, especially Western boots. So I'm just really humble and thankful for all the support. You can find me on TikTok, MCD Boots, or you can check the website out, www.mycherrydolls.com. And if you just want to support me, I'm on YouTube Life with Gina Lee. So, and this is one of my brand shirts, Billionaire Loading. So y'all get ready.
You may want to spell that cherry because I was looking for you.
Oh,
For
it's spelled MICHERRIDOLLS.com. But the link is on all of my platforms, and especially on TikTok, it will take you directly
I
there.
think I've tagged you in a lot of stuff too, so you can go.
Yeah,
You can follow the
especially
tag.
on Instagram.
Yeah. Well, guys, I thank you for joining. Of course, if you have not already subscribed to the Southern Comfort Podcast, please do so. I'm so excited. I've had nothing but fun this entire experience. And next Thursday, Thursday, make sure you got your glasses ready. I got Big Rob, who is going to join the show.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I don't even know. I got to find me an outfit. Like, I feel like I can't come like this.
No, you supposed to have your hat on. You supposed to be already fully. You supposed to be fully dressed.
I gotta play the whole part. So if y'all see me in like a prom gown or something, then just know I'm just trying to rise to the occasion.
You gotta match that energy.
You hear me?
Yes.
But thank you guys.
Thank you
so much for joining. And I hope to see you back next Thursday. Also, we're on Instagram and Facebook. I love you so much. I love more than anything what you're doing, and that you're so humble in what you're doing and what all you have accomplished. And nobody really even knows half.
No.
Of what you've accomplished. But I'm telling you, sister, you keep doing what you're doing, and you got my number, I got yours.
Yes.
And we will absolutely stay in touch. Matter of fact, when we end this, I'm gonna text you, I'm gonna hit you up. Thank you. And keep moving.
And I'll be in Texas next week, so maybe we can.
Girl, you know Texas is big. Where?
What part you gonna be in?
I'm in Dallas.
You in Dallas? Oh yeah, I'm on the opposite end. I'll be in Woodlands.
Oh well, yeah, Houston. Okay. Well, you just never know.
You know, Texas is like 12 hours apart from each other.
2 time zones. Like, how do you stay in the same state and you travel so far and you got 2 time zones? But anyways, I'll hit you up here shortly. Thank you so much. I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
Keep pushing. Thank you guys for joining, and I will see you next Thursday with the one and only B Rob. You guys be blessed.